All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. It is time to do a quick review on what I think is a cool first product right out of the box on a beast Bushcraft outdoors fixed blade from Olive Knives, a brand new company. Now, this comes by way of our friend Justin over at White Mountain Knives. He sent this for me to check out. And thanks to the guys at Olive Knives for reaching out. And I've been talking a lot with Andre on and off about different things about this knife. So this is a USA-made L-Max beast fixed blade with what we're calling the Fibonacci grind here, which we'll discuss more in a minute. G10, full tang. You have L-Max. Of course, you have a rounded, crowned tang and spine, and then you actually have, which I did not test, but you actually have a 90-degree spine for fire starter, and it would definitely work in my opinion. Now, I do want to give a quick disclaimer. As a lot of you know, I had surgery on this finger 3 weeks ago, and I'm still having strength issues in my hand and dexterity issues, grip issues. It hurts to do certain things like, whacking at trees, which you will see video of in this video. So please, understand that I would have done a lot more testing on this had I not been having that. So you will see some testing footage, just not as much as I would have liked. I did hack at a pumpkin with it the other day, and it did a great job too. Now, the Fibonacci grind. So what we've got here is they wanted to do a convex, and they came across this process with sort of the 5 slot grind here. And so the knife is made completely in the US, except this grind is done on a machine that does the 5 slots like that they own, that is in South Africa. So they ship the blades down there. This is done down there. You have a great sharpening choil, by the way. And this is definitely an excellent. Now, one of the things they talk about, I didn't really cut food with this, but you can see if you do camp food with this, where these notches would help the material to come away. But even with the wood, I found out hacking, and again, you'll see the footage in and out here, that it just propels the material. Even wet wood did not really stick. So, but you can see it is still, even with that thick stock, it just is a whale of a cutter. It is fantastic. I mean, I am super impressed with the cutting ability of this knife. And again, cardboard's not what you're going to use it on. I get that. But I wanted to show just right here on the table how slicey even a thick knife like this can be. Now, let's talk about a couple things here. You've got contour G10. I like the fact that you've got open pins here. I do have a lanyard slide, and that might actually be helpful with this knife for the next reason. Now, you've got these bulges this way and here for fitting in your palm, and it does fit really well. I found as my hand got sweaty, the knife did feel a little slick. When you first feel it, I would not call it slick, okay? But it definitely became a little slick as my hand. So having that lanyard to tie around your wrist and lock that in would probably be a good idea for this one. So that's my one kind of nitpicky thing that I would say is I wish this was a little more textured on that G10. Again, your results may vary. My hand strength, again, please understand, my grip strength is not where it's supposed to be right now. So maybe if I didn't have that issue, it wouldn't be as big of a deal. So please bear that in mind. Now, it is a drop point. Really cool. We do have an adjustable Kydex sheath. Now, it is a full sheath, not a taco sheath. You do have a drain hole, and you have adjustment screw right here. There is a little bit of movement in there. The more you tighten this, the less that is going to be. But I had it about where I liked it, retention-wise. So I wasn't super worried about that. Now, it is made to go around your belt, but it looks like, yep, you can take this off and you can go find another clip that you prefer if you don't like this belt attachment as a dangler. So whatever you would like, there should be enough attachment points here to figure that out. And again, good retention. You could tighten that a little bit more. Again, do it if that's what you want, but this is how I liked it. But you can see I've beat it up pretty good. You'll see in the footage, there's some scuffing here, but again, as a matter of fact, let's just do this real quick. If I can find, oh, come on, Casey. I have not opened this new bottle of alcohol, so you guys get to be entertained by Casey opening a new bottle. I'm going to give it a good clean because I want you to see how much of that is actually scuffing and how much of that is just still crap left over from the testing. Whoa, and I got a little carried away, and that's okay. So we'll get this all cleaned up, and we will show you kind of what it looks like after me, and I'm going to do the handles as well. The handle as well, just so we can see how this guy held up to all the bashing. Now, by the way, it does come with all kinds of cool stickers. You can see, you get all these. Brand new company, and this, if you guys don't know, Andre is I believe the inventor of the Burna. If you haven't heard of that, look it up. And really cool stickers, outplay, outlast, outlive, olive knives, that's real sharp. Out there. There you go. So really built, they wanted an outdoors knife. They love to be in the outdoors. So they wanted a cool outdoors knife. Now let's see how that cleaned up. So you can still see a couple of minor scuffs and scratches down here on the bevel. Not bad at all. Yeah, a few scratches across here. So, you know, I beat it up pretty good. And by the way, I'm betting Justin from White Mountain is going to list this when I send it back as used and knock the price. So if you're interested in that, definitely do. Now, I have several times checked the edge while my testing. There are no rolls, no deformations in that edge that I can see. The edge looks very clean and nice. You could see on the cardboard, no catching whatsoever. Just a fantastic knife. Now, these are heat treated to 60 to 61 and a half. It is a 9.2716 inch blade, so 9.27 inch knife. Excuse me, the blade is 4.54 inches. The blade thickness is 0.177, so almost 0.18. Or 4.5, what do they call it? Yeah, 4.5 centimeters is what they say. Nice. That's interesting. I think they mean millimeters. The handle thickness is 0.84. So, guys, this is not for the faint of heart. This is a thick, chunky knife meant to fill your hand, okay? Just like a hammer grip or whatever. It is definitely made to fill your hand. It is 9.14 ounces and just a beast of a knife. And again, the steel is Elmax. The material is G10. Really, really well done. Now, just to show your normal comparisons here, your Ontario Rat 1 folder is a little smaller at both ends, and your Rat 2 is going to be teeny tiny compared to the Olive, and you can see it is quite tall, which is what gives you that excellent grind on this guy. So I would love to hear what you guys think. Now, I am going to throw the footage in here somewhere, either at the end or while I'm talking. I don't know. We'll figure it out when I edit. And I want to thank Olive Knives for, again, being patient and reaching out to me. I'm so busy, it gets tough. And thanks to Justin at White Mountain for helping out with that. I'm really, really happy to have gotten to check this thing out. So, I almost forgot some important stuff. Hopefully you guys are still here and didn't leave, because you're going to miss the important stuff. Down below, I will have 2 links, okay? The first link is going to be to White Mountain Knives, and you can get 10% off with code KNIVESFAST. Now, it is $399, so $400, and you get $40 off with that 10%, which takes you down to 360, which in my opinion, for a giant chunk of LMAX and, you know, just how well made this is and a USA make on it, I think 360 is very reasonable. Again, we've talked about like my Riot made Griffin X Series fixed blade. It was like 330 or 340 with MagnaCut, and it's a really thin, really tiny fixed blade. And I think this being made in the US justifies that very well. Now, in my opinion, again, it's up to you. If you think it's too much, then, you know, good on you. But I'm just giving you my thoughts. Now, if they happen to run out at White Mountain, I will also have the link down to Olive Knives, and they have also offered a 10% code, and that is Knives Fast 10. So Knives Fast at White Mountain, Knives Fast 10 at Olive Knives. And yeah, so either way, you're going to get this for about $360, again, plus tax, shipping, whatever. But very, very cool indeed. Let me know what you guys think down below with a comment. Comment, definitely subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I appreciate you so much for your incredible support and for watching the Knives Fast channel.